You want to fortify yourself right now, especially with the cosmos being so open like this. No rituals are happening. All of this stuff with the sports is all rituals, and it clogs the space because it sends this attraction. It deceives angels of light, all the stuff that they got concocted, which would be a whole nother show. But all of those, the torch and the ceremony, now we pass it to you, and all that stuff is all lower demonic, lesser key stuff. Now, time out for that. The only thing they have, like the only thing we have right now is internet. That's why they create the internet, so there would at least be something open. But are you going to use this to tune in to yet their only little mouthpiece of speaking out is this news? When you turn that stuff off, it's not even affecting the world anymore. Unless you're right up on it. And that's why many of us have started this sovereignty mentorship, started the sovereignty 2020 process of realizing what we would need to do anyway in the physical to not allow those kind of things to keep encroaching on us. Because let's be real, as long as bills need to be paid, as long as lights need to be turned on, there's going to be somewhat of a concern about what exactly is happening in that system. So what are the real solutions for that? Well, I think that many of the people that have been here for the last 40 or 50 years on this planet and been working with consciousness already had laid out a blueprint. Get the land, get the food. Get people that you know are dialed in and tuned in that you can actually harmonize with, set that plan and intention with them together, and it will manifest. So there is a first level to this. Get your food growing. Like right now, as I mentioned, and I'll say it again, it's smaller than the room that I'm in. This room that I'm in, which you can't see the whole room, but just even this area that you're seeing in the background is bigger than the area that I have right now. A farm going on of vegetables growing that I go and visit every single morning. I just asked the farmer, I said, hey, because they're going to sell you, they want to sell you stuff anyway. They want to sell you the radishes. They want to sell you all this kind of stuff. I say, well, why don't you just, instead of just plucking it up completely, just pull it up by the root and then I'll buy it. And then I took that and planted it right over here and it's growing great. So sometimes when we think about, well, how am I going to sustain myself? I need to get this, I need to get that. And you have everything you need right there, but it's about these actions now, not staying just in this and getting pelted, but actually starting to see, well, my food first. You have a directive. Let me take this area in my house. You don't even have to have an outside. Let me take this area in my house and do enough research about how to turn this room right here that I'm not using into a place where I can grow stuff. Let me then go and call, because everybody has different lines open. Not everybody is locked in and there's nobody can go anywhere and all that kind of, that has not even happened. Right? They've got curfews and stuff, but you can still be like, hey, so where's the farmer? Okay, the farmer's here. Let me just let you call him. It'll all open up for you straight and narrow, but the path is already paved for your feet. It's like they'll connect you with the person, the guy, oh yeah, I know exactly what's going on. Oh yeah, sure, I could just bring him right over. And then start the process of at least being secure that your food is there. Because that's like for us in the reptilian brain and the lizard brain, as we know, that is like first priority. That will cause so much chaos for you, not having a food supply next to you. Like they said, the reptilians have put the humans here, so they have a food supply next to them. It's just that the lizard brain needs to feel like it has food around it and nourishment around it in order to be okay. And then once it's okay, it just shuts off unless the other brains do what they do, like the reproduction and all these kind of things. So this just means work with nature, work with your food. Start instilling your food with energy. As you're building, as you're watering these crops, you're now its sustainer. You're basically like its God. As we said, consumption is a holy ceremony. To eat something is a holy ceremony. That's where the whole blessing the food came from. Now it's consecrated off into a hidden God's name. This was the hidden God, Amenhotep, and I'm in Uru, but anyway, the name means a divine feminine goddess. So when you basically summarize it, it's just saying to give thanks to nature for producing. And then when you put your energy into it, like you're watering, you're the one, if you weren't there watering, you're the conduit. It wouldn't have water. So then when you eat it, the energy is exchanged back to you, and now you're honoring it. And then when you're honoring it, now you're through your actions, because when you get energy, the actions that you take is whether or not you debase or desecrate or honor that energy. It has nothing really to do just with the prayer alone. That is the ritualistic observance. But what you do, the actions on that radish or on that lettuce, and how that energy is spent up is determining whether you honored that or not. But that's full circle. Pretty much. You grow it, you water it, you watch it being nourished, you pick it, you eat it, and then you carry out an action to honor it as the energy is depleted into the etheric realm, because that's what's happening. Even right now, I'm sweating. It's hot. All that's going into the ether. And that's your check and balance system. So, as I said before, the only thing that I'm really wanting to convey here in this message today is that we won't get anywhere doing the same things that we've always done. That same approach that this conscious community has been going at consciousness. I'm watching everybody running in this loop. Let's do this. Let's do this. And I'm like, but we already did that. How much is that serving the situation? I think that there's something else. And I've been always like this. Anybody who's watching this, I've been always like this. I've suggested things, and anybody who's followed those plans that were also given to me. They're not mine. I just ask the ancestors. I just have a direct line of communication. And I come and tell you because I really do care about us. Like it's something that's in me. It's in my core. I don't have to try to be good. It's just like something I want to do. I want to help people. Now I have myself also in a situation because I want to help people so much. And then there's like few of us that really want to help. Now I'm glad that we're in these times because more people are starting getting old messages now from other people. Like, yo, what's good? I'm like, man, we was building together. What happened to you? But anyway, let's go on with this. I realize that maybe this has gotten a little bit more serious for you. So same rules apply as always. Tuning into self. Now this is a real time that we're dealing in with sovereignty where you need to be able to start somewhere. This is why these people, these builders, they know about the cornerstone. It's very important. You need to know where to start.